Welcome everybody to DCW, the first episode here on the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel. Huge developments here and a huge title match main event already on the first episode of DCW, and we will see all the champions showcased on this episode. We have Bianca Belair versus Carmella. The War Raiders will be in action, and the main event, Velveteen Dream versus Johnny Gargano. It's going to be one hell of a night. The NXT Championship will be on the line. But to kick us off, the first episode, the first match of DCW, two former Wyatt family brethren, Braun Strowman versus Harper. It will be one hell of a match. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being a part of this historic event. Here we go. DCW, a dream child of mine, going back to one of my old series of universe modes where I would have the best of the best from every promotion fighting each other. And there are some rules, as you can see up in the upper right hand corner. There is a time limit. Singles matches will have a time limit of 15 minutes. So perhaps these two men, Braun Strowman and Luke Harper, may go to the 15-minute draw. Who knows? Our first matchup here on DCW could end in a draw. Ooh. And while the early beginnings of this matchup are going on, I want to explain tonight's main event, Velveteen Dream versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship a little bit. So at the beginning of this universe mode, all the champions that left the NXT universe mode were given their titles, although I opted out for having a second singles championship, so Johnny Gargano's NXT Championship is the only singles championship here in DCW, although in the finale of the NXT Universe mode, Velveteen Dream won the North American Championship, and yet right after winning the North American Championship, he found out that the title would be vacated, so Velveteen Dream saw it unfair to have his title vacated and not have a shot at the DCW World Heavyweight Championship, or in this case, Johnny Gargano's NXT Championship. So that is basically the story behind tonight's main event. Velveteen Dream wants to be the first champion, the first true champion here in DCW by defeating Johnny Gargano on the first episode of DCW. I wish I would have been able to have a little promo there between the two, but 2K20 crashes pretty much all the time. But Luke Harper just crashed into Braun Strowman's boot, and look at this, going up top, holy cow! Could you imagine Braun Strowman flying off the top rope? Oh man! Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. Luke Harper trying to stay alive here, DDT to Strowman. No accent needed to deliver a DDT like that. Luke Harper has the big man Strowman down. And like I said earlier, these two men were once a part of the fabled Wyatt family. Oh, super kick. Great counter though by Braun Strowman. Backbreaker. Oh boy. But yeah, the Wyatt family. 3 of the 4 members of the Wyatt family are here in DCW. Luke Harper, Braun Strowman, and then Bray Wyatt, although it is a very different version of Bray Wyatt here on DCW. He is not here tonight. Thankfully, we don't have him scheduled. Uh-oh. Braun Strowman getting ready to run around the ring. Here we go. Oh, and taking out Luke Harper. Jeez Louise. Braun Strowman nearly running over Luke Harper right there. Other champions that will be in action, Bianca Belair, who won the NXT Women's Championship against Mia Yim in the finale, as did the War Raiders, defeating the Street Profits for the tag team titles. They'll be in action. And look at this, Braun Strowman. Oop, could have been looking for the power slam. Luke Harper trying to stay alive here. Super kick on the jaw. Strowman is staggered. And look at this, super kick again. Brings the big man down. Luke Harper. I don't know if he's got a clock running in his head, but we see one in the corner. Hopefully this matchup doesn't go to a time limit draw. Luke Harper trying to stay alive. Strowman, I don't know if these punches are being protected by that beard. Who knows? Luke Harper lifting up Strowman and slamming him face first. And Luke Harper dragging Strowman back towards the center of the ring. Could be trying to line him up for the discus clothesline. Here we go. Locked and loaded. Strowman countered. Braun Strowman lifting him up. Running power slam. Out of nowhere, countering the discus clothesline. This has got to be it. Count to 100. Braun Strowman picks up the first win of DCW over Harper. Hell of an effort there by Luke Harper, but in the end, Braun Strowman's power was just way too much. The Black Sheep overcomes Luke Harper here tonight. Still a hell of a match to kick off the series. Not too bad. I hope to see big things from both Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. And as Braun Strowman leaves DCW with the first win of the series, Johnny Gargano prepares for the main event here tonight. Here we're about to see him in his locker room preparing to defend his NXT Championship against the Velveteen Dream. But another person that looks to make a big statement here on the first episode of DCW, our women's champion, Bianca Belair, faces off against the Princess of Staten Island, Carmella. And this is going to be a good feeling out process here. Now, like I said earlier, Bianca Belair won the NXT Women's Championship from Mia Yim in the final episode of the NXT Universe mode. Although Mia Yim is currently out with an injury sustained in that match, she has a fractured neck, so she is going to be out for a little while. So really, this is about finding new competition for Bianca Belair. Carmella was the first one to step up, so it'll be interesting to see how Carmella fares here against Bianca Belair. Carmella is a former SmackDown Women's Champion, although she did that by cashing in a Money in the Bank contract, which, as of right now, are not allowed in DCW. If you want to win a championship, if you want to get a championship match, you've either got to make a statement or you've got to earn it. Now, Johnny Gargano here tonight will defend his NXT Championship. It should be the DCW Championship, but currently in WWE 2K20, there is no Create a Championship feature for me to implement the DCW World Heavyweight Championship, or the Women's Championship, or the Tag Team Championship. So for the time being, it will be their NXT counterparts. But look at this. Bianca Belair just showing the strength and power here over the Princess of Staten Island, who just splats down on the mat. And it's crazy to think how Carmella's career has really turned it around for herself. She used to be, the hairdresser for Enzo and Cass, and then Enzo and Cass left. She is the last remaining member of that faction, and she has done quite well for herself in her WWE career, but here in DCW, it's all starting from scratch. But to have a first round matchup against the DCW Women's Champion, not a bad way to start off your DCW career. And look at this, Carmella trying to put a dent into Bianca Belair. And think about it this way, not only does Bianca Belair have to fare with Carmella, she has to fare with the best of every women's division around the world. That's what DCW is all about, finding the best from every promotion. And look at this, Carmella. Oh man! Nearly knocking freaking Bianca Belair's head right off her shoulders. Carmella, look at this from at the top! Oh my god! Bianca Belair moved out of the way. And Bianca, now taking her chance, shoving and launching Carmella into the steel steps. Bianca Belair calls herself the EST. She is the fastest, the strongest, and there you saw she was the smartest to get out of the way of that dive from Carmella and then take advantage. Carmella still not able to recover from just being whipped right into the steel steps after crashing and burning to the outside. The referee administering the count. Remember, 15-minute time limit here in DCW singles matches. The only times that those are taken off are for specialty matches like tables matches, Extreme Rules matches. Here we go, cover 2. Ooh, good kick out by Carmella. But this is a regular singles matchup, meaning if this goes to a time limit draw, we will have neither woman as a winner. And look at this, Carmella barely even able to get back to her feet. I think that might have been from the dive to the outside that she missed. Oh man, huge forearm strike by Bianca. Oh, Carmella trying to battle back. Forearm smash of her own. Holy cow. Carmella screaming, how you doing? Carmella, a former 24/7 champion, and she's been training 24/7 for this opportunity against the DCW Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. And look at this. Carmella looking for a power bomb. Oh, Bianca Belair, great counter. Bianca Belair, pinfall attempt 2. Oh, good kick out. Carmella able to stay alive here. Carmella. Oh, shot to the head. Oh, and look at this. She's got her locked up for the KOD. Ooh, that was a sloppy landing there by Carmella. That might have just added more pain to it. Look at this. Bam! Landing right on the bridge of her nose, it looked like. Either way, Bianca Belair into the pin. We are at 10 minutes, 30 seconds, but it doesn't matter. The Women's Champion picks up a big win here on the first episode of DCW as her hair clips through her face. Oh, God. Nevertheless, Bianca Belair dominant here against Carmella. Carmella put up one heck of a fight, but in the end, it was that massive finishing maneuver that she calls the KOD that finally put her away. Look at this. Bam! Right on her face. That was a brutal looking move, especially delivered by the EST of DCW. The DCW Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Although, what does this mean? Who will be the next to step up and try to challenge Bianca Belair to become the #1 contender to the NXT/DCW Women's Champion? That is the true question. And for those of you who are wondering who the War Raiders will face off against here next, it is the B-Team! B-Team! Go, go, go! Yes, indeed. The B-Team, who have been signed to DCW as a tag team, as have the others in the tag team division. I'm very excited to have them on here. Yeah, not really anything crazy if you guys were hoping for the Young Bucks or anything like that. Might have to wait a little while considering I have to get them downloaded. But it's nice to have the War Raiders showcased here against a good team like the B-Team. I mean, they are former tag team champions on Monday Night Raw, where basically their whole gimmick was that they won by accident pretty much every time. Oh, man. But there was no accident there from Eric and Ivar. Still hate those names, by the way. The War Raiders, the Viking Experience, whatever you want to call them, they are still one of the most dominant teams in WWE, DCW, NXT, whatever you want to call it. And look at this. Oh, man, just muscling down Curtis Axel, a former Intercontinental Champion in Curtis Axel. And look at this, the B-Team. Not really looking pretty well here against Eric and Ivar. And look at this, Curtis Axel getting a little bit scared, tagging in his tag team partner, Bo Dallas. Former NXT Champion Bo Dallas. You know, if he went on a singles run, you never know. Bo Dallas could become the face of DCW. Imagine that. Oh, man, but look at this. Eric and Ivar just taking it to the B-Team here. This is kind of more of a squash match. Although we do have 15 minutes, just like a singles matchup. Tag team matches will have a 15-minute time limit. And look at this. Eric and Ivar back in the ring with Bo Dallas. Look at this. Slamming Bo Dallas down to the mat below. And look at that, Curtis Axel. Very nice, keeping his tag team partner in it. The B-Team, imagine if the B-Team beat the tag team champions here tonight. We could see a repeat of that storyline. The B-Team could technically win by accident again. And look at this, the War Raiders. Oh, look at this. Oh, man, belly to belly over the ropes. And Bo Dallas staggered around. Oh, man. And the War Raiders in prime position to win this match. Bo Dallas is laid into position for Fallout. There it is. Fallout to Bo Dallas. Curtis Axel nowhere to be found. Total squash match. The War Raiders, the Viking Raiders, whatever you want to call them. I might just change them back to the War Raiders. They pick up a huge win here on DCW. A great showcase matchup here against the B-Team. And I guess that is why they're called the B-Team. They can't exactly be the A-Team until they win the tag team titles, and then they can start coming out in that cool van, and they can wear A-Team gear. Who would be the Mr. T of the B-Team if they were to become the A-Team? Who knows? Leave me your thoughts in the comments. But the War Raiders bring the raid to DCW. Folks, we're not done just yet. We have one more matchup to go. It is our main event of the evening. No time limit on this matchup, considering it is for the NXT Championship. We saw Johnny Gargano preparing earlier, and we have the Velveteen Dream here set to perhaps steal the spotlight and steal the NXT Championship from Johnny Gargano. Like I said earlier, Velveteen Dream's North American Championship that he won is null and void here in DCW, so he wants the top prize, he wants the top crown, so to speak, here in the form of the NXT Championship from Johnny Gargano, who won it after one hell of a rivalry with Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa also will not be appearing in this universe mode just yet, still recovering from some injuries where if you saw the ending of the NXT universe mode, you'll understand why. But the Velveteen Dream here entering the arena, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Velveteen Dream very much prepared for this matchup here. But like I said, this is very telling. You see Velveteen Dream there wearing the North American Championship. That's not going to be actual title here in the universe mode any longer, so he wants the NXT Championship. And could Johnny Gargano lose the NXT Championship in his first title defense here tonight? Imagine what a shock that would be here on the debut episode of DCW. But Johnny Gargano says that he wants all challengers. That's why he accepted this matchup. He said if Velveteen Dream wants to run his mouth and wants a championship match, bring it on. Johnny Gargano said all it takes is for someone to step up and say, hey, I want to face you for the DCW World Championship. So here we go, our main event tonight. Johnny Gargano versus Velveteen Dream, no time limits. And there you see a taunt of honor. And look at this Velveteen Dream just taunting Johnny Gargano even more. Ooh, the DCW World Champion Johnny Gargano, one of the best in the world. And look at this. Nonchalant cover, infinity roll cover. Probably wasn't meaning to get a pinfall on there. It was more of like just a little taunt like, see, I could pin you at any moment. Look at this, Gargano. Forearm to the face. I don't know where Gargano was going. Perhaps for the slingshot spear? Ooh. Velveteen Dream. Look at this. Nonchalant pin of his own. Ooh. With Gargano's foot touching the top rope for a rope break. Velveteen Dream, a very accomplished athlete, finally climbed that mountaintop and won the North American title against Ricochet, only to have it taken away from him. Ooh, but now here tonight he has a golden opportunity to win gold again. And look at this, another nonchalant cover by the Dream. A lot of incredible talent here on the DCW roster. Velveteen Dream with the first opportunity at the DCW World Championship here on the debut episode of DCW. Oh, man. And Velveteen Dream just trying to bring it to Johnny Gargano. Dream in the real world has actually defeated Johnny Gargano to win a championship before, that being the North American Championship. Could lightning strike yet again here in the form of the DCW World Heavyweight Championship? Velveteen Dream, ooh, just stomping on the face of Gargano. And Johnny Gargano, he's all about that underdog offense. He's had some time to rest up ever since that matchup with Tommaso Ciampa in the NXT Universe mode. And look at this, Gargano launching Velveteen Dream into the corner. Here we go, he's got him locked up. Super kick! Package super kick in the corner. What a brutal maneuver. And Gargano now into the cover. On the Dream. One. Oh, and Dream very quick to grab the bottom rope. Perhaps he didn't have enough energy to actually kick out himself. And look at this, Gargano going after Velveteen Dream on the outside. Jumping neck breaker! What brutality on that dive. Good grief. I don't know who got the worst on that dive, Velveteen Dream or Johnny Gargano. Dream's up to his feet first before Gargano. And look at this, Gargano could be lining up for that slingshot spear. He's got a lot of space in between him and the Velveteen Dream. And look at this. Oh, Gargano I think saw it coming. And Dream scoops him up. Oh, into the Dream Valley driver. Quite the transition there. 1, 2... and a kick out by Gargano. Gargano nearly became a transitional champion there for a second. And Look at this Velveteen Dream trying to stay alive here in this title match, as is Johnny Gargano. Dream looking for something big, chopping Gargano on the chest. And what could he be thinking here? Oh no. Dream Valley driver from off the top rope. Oh, Gargano looks like he's gonna reverse it. Here we go. Hurricane Rana from off the top rope. Smart move by Gargano. Johnny Gargano into the cover. Great reversal. Pinfall. Oh, but a kick out by Dream. That was a big kick out there by Velveteen Dream. Still a lot left in this competitor. Remember, there are no time limits in this matchup. This matchup can go on as long as we want, as long as there's a winner at the end of it. A decisive DCW World Champion. Velveteen Dream just throwing haymakers at Gargano at this point. Look at this. Gargano doing the same. Ooh, great forearm shot by Gargano. And Johnny Gargano trying to get some steam back into him here. Gargano baseball slide. Looking for another Hurricane Rana. And Dream flipping over like a beautiful pancake in the morning. And Gargano has him on the apron and spearing Velveteen Dream off. Gargano looking to launch himself out of the ring here. Dream back up to his feet. And a huge dive from Johnny freaking Wrestling. The Velveteen Dream wanted the spotlight on him, but perhaps he may be staring at the spotlights after this matchup's over. Gargano up to the top rope. And look at this frog splash. Dream rolls out of the way. And Velveteen Dream, look at this. Dream DDT. Dream DDT. Twisting the neck of Gargano. 2. Oh, and Gargano just getting the shoulder up. Oh man, Dream is devastated. One of his big moves that helped him win the North American title, not able to help him win the NXT/DCW World Championship. Gargano has him well in his sights. Dream dragging himself up using the ropes. And Gargano could be positioning him for something else. The slingshot DDT. Here we go. There it is. Spiking him right on the skull. Here we go. Cover. 1, 2. No, and another kick out by the Dream. The Dream stays alive for Velveteen Dream. And Gargano gonna have to inflict more punishment here to retain his NXT Championship. Velveteen Dream, though, will never say die. It's all about the spotlight. It's all about being the top man here in DCW. And look at this. Ooh, Gargano fending off another Dream Valley driver. Ooh, and launching Velveteen Dream down to the mat with that vicious uppercut. And now Gargano up to the top rope. And Gargano, what's he looking for here? Perhaps another neck breaker? Oh, Dream caught him. Dream caught him. Oh my God. He freaking powerbombed him in the back of his neck, hit that bottom rope. That is nylon rope. That does not feel like a freaking Twizzler on the back of your head. That feels more like a freaking electric cable just scratching the back of your neck. Oh, Gargano once again positioned for a top rope maneuver. Here we go. Neck breaker from off the top rope. That's what he was trying to hit to the outside earlier. Didn't have enough space. Hits it perfectly this time. And now Gargano. Super kick on the jaw of Velveteen Dream. But Dream wisely rolling out of the ring, out of harm's way, out of the way of a pinfall from Johnny Gargano. And Gargano gets suckered in, dragged off the apron by Dream. Like I said, Velveteen Dream is very smart, very bright in this business. And look at this. He sees his opportunity. He's got it well in his sights. Dream. Purple Rainmaker elbow. This could be it. Come on, get the damn replay off. Here we go. Cover that man. 1, 2, 3. No. Velveteen Dream still not able to put away Gargano. I mean, Gargano can put himself through a lot of punishment. We know that. But this is just getting crazy. Look at this. Gargano raking the ice. Oh, and look at this! Look at this! Super kick by Gargano! Very rare you see tactics like that. Cover 1, 2, and the 3! Gargano retains the title. But after raking the eyes and then a schoolboy super kick to Velveteen Dream. Very interesting tactics. I mean, Velveteen Dream, we've known that he plays dirty a lot. And it seems as though Gargano was going to return the favor, playing dirty his own way. A little rake to the eyes. Johnny Gargano retains his championship here tonight on the first episode of DCW. Well, with Velveteen Dream out of the way, who will be the first man to step up to Johnny Gargano as our DCW champion? Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Look who's running down the ramp! That's Matt Riddle! The original bro, Matt Riddle, coming face to face with the DCW World Champion. It seems as though Johnny Gargano has met his first challenger. Matt Riddle says, "I want your title, bro." Oh my god, what a matchup that would be. Matt Riddle versus Johnny Gargano. And what is this? Matt Riddle gonna send a message to the DCW World Champion, the Bro Derek, to Velveteen Dream. We seem to have our first challenger set for Johnny Gargano. Matt Riddle wants the DCW World Championship. Where will this rivalry lead to as we continue on? But thank you for joining me for the first episode of DCW.